This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
And this is Monster My Podcast.
These are frost giants and hill giants.
There's a monster in my podcast.
Yep, Gary. So I prepare for this show. I have a PDF that is a scan of the Monstrous Manual, and the program that I have lets me highlight certain areas of text, and then I kind of hone in on those. And if you don't talk about them, then I do. And that's the way I take notes for this. I have nothing highlighted for the frost giants. Nothing.
It's almost nothing for hill giants too. Like there's not very much to them. It's really like a whole 2-page spread of nothing interesting. And I can get like frost giants sound so cool.
It does, but it's just a fire giant, except instead of bursting out of a pool of lava like as badass, this guy just kind of like pops out of an air conditioner unit like, haha. Okay.
Yeah.
My boots look like they're made of bandages. I get it.
All of their boots look like that's just this artist. He doesn't know how to draw boots.
he's got Rob Liefeldism, but for boots instead of feet.
This guy, his boots look like bandages, but with like a bunch of just fur popping out of the top.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
I mean, but that's his prodigious toe hair.
That could be. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Give me like a paragraph on like their weird toe hair. Like you're scaling a mountain.
Yeah.
You come to these like handheld holds and stuff, and you think you're scaling, going to go up into like some kind of mountain,
this is
stronghold,
some kind of frost moss. Let me harvest this as a magical reagent.
You do it, and then just like, thank you. What? And then that's the end of it.
I will never live through winter. My toes will die of frostbite.
My toes are cold. You will be my human sock.
Oh no!
Hug the toes.
I think I know what end the foot's going in.
Breathe on them. Like I would get into that. But that doesn't happen in this.
No. It's just like, hey, Gary, where would you think frost giants live? Would you guess frigid lands?
Yeah, I would guess Arctic lands.
You'd be right.
Cool. One of this thing's favorite spells is deep pockets. How boring can these goddamn assholes get?
So what I need to do, I need to find a player's handbook. You have deeper catalog on 2E spells than I do. Mm-hmm. I can guess what deep pockets is, but like I don't know if there is a 3 equivalent to that. What does deep pockets do, Gary?
I think it's what it says. I think it lets you carry more shit.
Oh, so it's just like a temporary bag of holding.
Yeah, it's not like it just allows you to like, sound wealthy. It's like I think it turns your pockets into kind of bags of holding.
Okay. Could I cast deep pockets on a can of say peanut brittle and then load it with snakes? Wait until it's about to wear off and then hand it to a friend or colleague?
I think you could.
Okay. Cool.
Like it might just work on pockets though, because second edition is very specific. They make I have for some of my most prized old gaming books are 4 pleather bound collections of magical items.
Oh wow.
Called the Encyclopedia Magica that they put out. I finally managed to complete that collection. They made a version of it for spells. And I didn't know about that until like fairly recently. I'm going to get all those so I can read all the like supplementary Dragon Magazine spells and be able to just pull this leather bound volume off my shelf and just flip to deep pockets.
I don't know why.
And be like, 2d10 additional stone worth of pocket space.
Yes.
I should put this back into my lair.
Like I don't know why. I got an email. So I backed the Sandy Peterson Call of Cthulhu Pathfinder thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And they got an email. They're doing like a collector's edition that is bound in real leather for like $7 extra bucks. I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm going to read it once. But
Man.
It's like
the Sandy Peterson did when I went to the Lovecraft Film Festival.
Oh shit, you did do that, right?
I did. Yeah. It was man, if we get too bored in giants, I've got stuff in the pocket.
Okay.
For digressions. I know this isn't abject suffering. I'm just letting you know. I've had a couple outings that I haven't talked about on show yet. So but there's something he did that's like Peterson's Guide to the Mythos Creatures.
Oh wow.
And they put out a newly illustrated, like very beautiful edition of that I picked up.
Oh shit.
It's not like leather covered, like it doesn't look like an actual, that's what I'd want. Looks like a thing but it's amazing looking. It's really cool. And it has a very funny in the beginning, like flow chart of like identifying Lovecraftian monsters where it's like, does it have wings? Are they functional or small? Are they bat-like or feathered? Are they scaly or
how pronounced is this proboscis?
Exactly. And it leads you to like, oh, you're dealing with a Shantak, buddy. And then you're like, okay. Great.
Yeah. Guess what I just added into my
Oh yeah.
Yeah, into my Amazon. Yeah.
It's neat. Like it is. It looks really cool. It's fun to flip through, and the illustrations are really good.
Yeah.
Hill Giants.
Fun illustration.
Get kind of a fun illustration. They're just cavemen.
Right. They're like, I think the thing that amuses me is how long their arms are, and because of the foreshortening or the fact that his left elbow is kind of bent, the fact that he looks like he has like a Bandersnatch arm. Yeah.
Yeah. It's other than that, it's like two cavemen trying to sneak into a movie. Like that's really what it is.
Right.
They stink. They're messy boys. Mm-hmm. They're not necessarily bad. They're just suspicious and dull.
Right.
You know, dim-witted morons who like to throw shit.
And guess what? They like throwing rocks. Everything likes throwing rocks. There are 2 paragraphs about what kind of rocks they can throw and how far they can throw those rocks. And
Good
Gary,
God.
sometimes how hard.
Good God.
Yeah.
It is very, very frustrating.
I like this wording, though, because it's very passive-aggressive. Occasionally, a hill giant with an average intelligence can be found.
Yeah. And those are the ones that become kings.
The Giant King.
Giant King sounds cooler than this as well. Yeah, here's the thing. They ceremonially kill mages. Ooh, what does that mean? Like
on a rock? Do they bleed them?
I think like the ceremony for them is probably just throwing a different kind of boulder at them.
Well, no, they probably tie them to the boulder as though they're going to sacrifice them with a knife, and then throw the boulder at a larger rock.
Oh, that would work too. Yeah. But yeah, or they just throw it into a lava pit or something like that.
Yeah. No, these aren't fire giants, Gary. We have to respect the boundaries.
Oh, okay. I should have read this more carefully. Fuck me.
Brought to you by our backers at patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv.